Hello Jehovah's Witnesses and anyone else who's watching these videos, thank you very much. I appreciate the attention you've given me, and I wanted to talk about something today. I've made a few videos in the past, over the last week or two, that are my take on what's happening in Australia at the moment with the Royal Commission into child abuse in certain religious orders, including the Jehovah's Witnesses. I have got very angry about the situation and very angry about Jehovah's Witnesses who would just ignore it. And today I wanted to do something positive. So what I would like to do is I'd like to offer a solution to the situation, and I'd like to delve a little bit deeper into it. So I'm going to get my thinking chair and I'm going to really quickly give you my solution to the problem with the Jehovah's Witnesses excuse me, and child abuse. Okay, so I've been having this discussion actually on Reddit with someone who was defending it vigorously. And of course, you know, there's nothing to defend. Those of you who aren't Jehovah's Witnesses will know that the reason that they have problems with child abuse is twofold. Sorry, I gave you the fingers. Number one is that they have what's called a two-witness rule. So if your 8-year-old daughter or son is sexually abused in the Kingdom Hall by an elder or by a ministerial servant or by anybody for that matter, they have to have 2 witnesses to the abuse, or according to the Jehovah's Witnesses, they can do nothing about it. That is even if they accept the charges of the child and they're convinced that they're true. Okay? They can, and even worse, even if the abuser admits the abuse, they still do not have to punish that abuser. Okay? That's point one. Okay? We obviously know a few basic facts about this. Pedophiles don't usually invite friends to watch over. If they do, those people are unlikely to admit it and unlikely to support his being removed from the congregation and then disfellowshipped. So it's a very private crime, and this is the real issue that Jehovah's Witnesses face. They misapply Bible scriptures, and I would like to give them, humbly, because I really do want a solution, I would like to give them a solution for the problem. Okay? And it's very simple. Jehovah's Witnesses, all you need to do is to say the following. Okay, get your leadership to write the following, a Watchtower article about it. You could say that in the past, Jesus Christ wrote about the 2-witness rule. It was very sensible because there was no such thing as forensic evidence. Once forensic evidence became about, it was quite reasonable and quite understandable that we regard it as an additional witness. Okay? In fact, we could give it 2 witnesses because it's so overwhelming. Okay? You can further say that because Jehovah's Witnesses are not trained in investigating forensic methods and investigating crimes of this nature, that in future every single accusation of abuse will be reported to the authorities. If you do that in one fell swoop, you make sure that children are directed to the proper channels of help. The criminal or alleged criminal, because you know they might not be guilty, are reported to the correct people to investigate it. And you don't make yourselves look like you're hiding paedophilia. Okay? I know that the average Jehovah's Witness would be disgusted at that, and I'm sure are insulted when people say that. And I've said it myself, and I'm about to do a video discussing that as well. So that's the number one problem, and it's solved. It's simply solved like that. Yes, we're going to deal with it. Yes, we're going to report it to the police. Yes, we're going to accept that witness because it's new and it wasn't, of course, available for the Bible times. Done. Excuse me. Problem number 2. Anyone who's watching this video who is a Jehovah's Witness, who is associated with Jehovah's Witnesses for a long time, will know that I am not lying when I say this. There is a tremendous pressure, an overwhelming pressure, for you never to go to court against your fellow brother. The reason for this is because you don't want to bring Jehovah's name into disrepute. Okay? That's how it was used in my congregation. That's how it's used in your congregation. That's how it's used in every congregation. And it's very, very simple. It's nothing more than a control mechanism, and it's designed to make the Jehovah's Witnesses look good. Because the Jehovah's Witnesses organization have always held themselves in such high esteem that they see no point in the world investigating their issues when surely they can do a much better job. Okay? To give you a little bit of a flavour of how true that is, I'll tell you about a very brief, not a child abuse related situation, but something in my own family's history. Many years ago when we were Jehovah's Witnesses, a brother, I'm doing inverted commas in my head, don't worry, a brother stole a significant amount of money off my brother. my actual brother. Okay, he sold him a car, and the car was a complete wreck. He just went on and on. He did all kinds of terrible things. Ended up losing my brother. He was a very young guy, 17, 18 years old, losing about £1,000, which is a lot of money back in them days, and still is a lot of money. It was actually a worldly husband who pointed this out to my brother, whose wife was a witness, and he said, you know what, I saw that car for sale the other day for about £1,000 less, and he had actually got it for less again because he hadn't taken the warranty out on it, and then sold it to my brother when it was an absolute lemon, and it was just, cost him a lot of money. Anyway, my parents went to the elders and said, this is horrendous, what's going to happen? In fact, they went to him first. He said, get lost. They went to the elders, said, what's going to happen? The elders said, nothing's going to happen, guys. Get Ben, sling your hook. And the reason was because he was a ministerial servant, and he was friends with very, very close friends with one of the very senior elders of responsibility. Now, my mum, who told me this recently, actually reminded me of it because I'd forgotten. She actually said at that point, well, this is fraud. What we'll do is we'll go to the police then. And that elder actually told her, if he's ever watching this video, he will remember that he said it. And he said, well, you can do that, but you will be disfellowshipped. Now, over such a petty matter as bringing Jehovah's name into disrepute as a car scam, as stealing £1,000 off a young man, they would be prepared to disfellowship a woman who was a witness for 25 years and destroy her family over the back of that. Can you imagine how much more so they want to keep the victims of child abuse quiet? Can you imagine? There is umpteen cases on the internet now. There is documented evidence in courts now, thanks to Australia and in England and in America, where the Jehovah's Witnesses have threatened the families of people who were abused. They've disfellowshipped the abused victims and kept the abuser solely because the abuser played the game and said, I'm loyal to Jehovah. Yeah, I might have done it, but I'm loyal to Jehovah. And the abused victim said, listen, I don't care. I want justice. She was actually the widow in the Old Testament saying, give me justice, give me justice. Except in the Bible, the judge, even though he was corrupt, eventually said, oh, give you justice. But in Jehovah's Witnesses, even though they're corrupt, but claim to be God's only representatives on earth, they were the ones who said, no, get stuffed, and disfellowshipped her. It's been done time and time again, and it's appalling. That needs to end. My solution is only a partial solution until that goes. And I put this out humbly for you. If Jehovah's Witness sees it, you'll see that I'm not trying to be mean to you. I'm not trying to insult you. Some of my other videos do that, but I'm not trying to do that because genuinely I would like to see the problem solved. Even if people are going to remain in cults forever, I'd rather them not be raped while they're doing it. Okay. Anyway, guys, thanks very much for the video. I hope you're well, and it's raining over here. Miserable day. Thanks very much. Bye bye.